When in doubt, hit them with the twist. That seems to have been the thought process of Avengers Endgame screenwriters Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely, who recently sat down with the New York Times to discuss the film's plot in the wake of its runaway success. The twist in question occurs early in the film when the remaining Avengers track down Thanos, now living on the lonely planet he retreated to after snuffing out half of all life in the universe. Their goal? To swipe the Infinity Stones and use them to undo the Mad Titan's damage. But upon arriving, they find that Thanos has used the power of the stones to reduce them to atoms, rendering their mission moot. In a moment of pure frustration, Thor does what he should have done during the Battle of Wakanda and went for the head, killing the most formidable foe the Avengers had ever faced roughly 20 minutes into the movie. It was a shocking narrative decision, one which Marcus and McFeely admitted they struggled to pin down. McFeely told the New York Times, "We always had this problem. Thanos has the ultimate weapon. He can see an attack coming. It's ridiculous." At some point, executive producer Trin Tran went, "Can't we just kill him?" And we all went, "What happens if you just kill him? Why would you kill him? Why would he let you kill him?" The answer to that question is simple. Thanos had accomplished what he set out to do. Marcus explained, "It reinforced Thanos' agenda. He was done. Not to make him too Christ-like, but it was like, if I've got to die, I can die now."
And then what?
I finally rest and watch the sunrise on a grateful universe.
Thor's brutal beheading of the Mad Titan benefited no one, however. It was an act of pure frustration, and one which was never going to bring back the Infinity Stones or any of the Avengers' fallen comrades. In fact, it seems likely that the noble Asgardian's desperate, vengeful killing of Thanos may have been the final straw in causing him to spiral into a years-long bout with depression. But this also gave Thor, who has gone from a rather one-note hero to arguably the most fascinating and complex character in the MCU, one of Endgame's most emotionally satisfying arcs. It wasn't until his encounter with his mother Frigga in 2013, during the Avengers' time heist to recover the Infinity Stones, that he came to terms with his failure. It all fell into place neatly for Marcus and McFeely, who had gone into the screenwriting process with little idea of where they could take the Asgardians' personal journey during Endgame. Marcus said, "When we were spitballing for Endgame, we started with Thor's on a mission of vengeance, and then we were like, he was on a mission of vengeance in the last movie. This is all this guy ever does. Let's drive him into a wall and see what happens." In the end, by compounding his failure to stop Thanos in a moment of weakness, the near-immortal god was made more relatable to the audience than he ever had been before. Will Marvel continue exploring the journey of Odinson in Phase 4 and beyond? Of all the original Avengers, it makes the most sense for the God of Thunder's story to continue, and Chris Hemsworth has proven himself more than capable of taking the character to more interesting places than anyone ever expected. But will he play a key role in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, going into action to face some new cosmic threat? Will he return for another crossover team-up film at some point in the MCU's future? Or will he become the first Avenger to get a fourth solo flick? Only time will tell. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about Avengers Endgame are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.